God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "Beloved child, pause for a moment. Breathe." This moment did not come by chance. Even before you were born, I had already written every line of your journey with eternal care and love. Every detail of your life has been carefully woven by my hands, even when everything seemed confusing or painful. Now, here you are, not by coincidence, but because your heart is finally ready. Ready to listen, to understand, to receive what I have kept in silence for so long. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this valuable content to you. Do not wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start walking toward a fuller and more abundant life. Everything you've lived through until now has been preparation. Nothing escaped my sight. Every step, every tear, every silence, every smile hidden in pain, it was all me, caring, shaping, strengthening you. Even when you thought you were alone, I was closer than ever. As my word says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. I never stopped believing in you, even when you doubted yourself. Now it's time to rise with confidence, because what your heart has always searched for is about to be revealed. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Comment, "I trust God to lighten my burden." Beloved child, I have always been with you, even when the silence seemed louder than my presence. In those lonely nights when your prayers seemed to vanish into the air, I was there, sitting silently beside you, collecting every tear and turning every pain into strength. When you wondered if anyone heard you, I did. I heard not only your spoken words, but the cries of your heart, even the ones you couldn't understand yourself. I saw when your strength was gone, but I also saw the light in your soul fighting not to go out. Every tired sigh was a silent cry of hope to me, and though you didn't notice, I always answered. Sometimes with peace you couldn't explain, other times with an inner resistance that kept you from giving up, and often with the faith that made you simply keep going. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 4. I was the breath that sustained you, the strength hidden in the lines of your pain, the rest found in the middle of battle. You were never alone. Never. I have always been, and will always be with you. Comment, even when all seems silent, God is listening to every detail of my heart. Yes, the waiting time was long, but every second was cared for with divine wisdom. I was never late, child. I was aligning everything so the blessing would arrive at the perfect time. What you called delay was, in fact, protection. What seemed like rejection was preparation. Because there is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. Some of the gifts I prepared for you required maturity. If they had come too soon, they could have destroyed you. That's why I waited for your heart's time. I waited until you were ready to receive, to understand, and to cherish. My timing is perfect. While you cried, I worked. While you waited, I shaped. Each day of anguish was like a brick in the foundation of your faith. And today, that faith is strong enough to support all that is coming. My child, everything you went through was part of the greater plan I wrote for your life. The disappointments, the losses, the new beginnings, none of it was in vain. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Yes, even the things that broke your heart were part of the preparation. The no's that made you cry protected you from deeper wounds. The closed doors were divine deliverance, only time would reveal it. And I wiped away every tear. I left no pain of yours unanswered, even if the answer came in the form of silence. You were strengthened from within. You learned to trust, to wait, to love without guarantees. And all of that made you more like me. More compassionate, more sensitive, wiser. Now, every piece of your journey fits into my perfect plan. Now, you begin to see the purpose behind the seasons. I saw when you were wounded by words that hurt more than swords. I saw when abandonment tried to steal your identity. I saw when loneliness became your constant companion. And I also saw when you chose to love even while wounded, when you decided to forgive without receiving apologies, when you kept giving even in scarcity. Every one of those choices was an act of faith that touched heaven. Every act of secret kindness was celebrated at my throne. Do you think no one saw? I did. Do you think no one recognized it? I did. And now the time has come when I myself will honor you. I will bring justice to your heart, comfort to your soul, and reward to your steps. You did not lose by being good, you won by being faithful. And that faithfulness will echo in blessings no man can take away. Comment: God saw what no one else saw, and He will reward every act done in silence. Now, I am opening doors that once seemed impossible. The ones you tried, insisted on, prayed over, and nothing happened, are now flinging open before you. Not because you fought harder, but because the right time has come. I am restoring dreams you thought were buried. I am resurrecting hopes you thought were dead. And more, I am healing what was broken inside you. That anxiety that felt eternal will cease. That feeling of not belonging will vanish. I am bringing peace, not the kind the world gives, which depends on circumstances, but the peace of God, which transcends all understanding. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. It will fill you from the inside out. It will not be something superficial, it will be a deep transformation. Prepare to feel whole like never before. The healing begins now, and it comes from within. Did you know there's an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It has greatly impacted my life, and we would love to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to move in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team that is dedicated to bringing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to learn about our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique may also help in your journey. Your support helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My child, you've always asked me, when will it be my turn? And today I answer you with love, your time has come. This is the time of answers, the season of harvest, the moment of reward. Everything planted in tears will now bloom with joy. Loss will reveal purpose. Pain will reveal wisdom. What was taken will be replaced with what is better. No part of your story will be wasted. Every chapter you wanted to erase will become a testimony. Even the chaos will be turned into beauty. You will see with your own eyes what you once only imagined. And you will understand, it was worth it. Yes, every tear, every prayer, every dark night. Because now the sun has risen. Now, the season shifts. Now, the time has come. In the coming days, prepare to feel my presence like never before. It will be like a soft touch on your spirit, like a wind of peace in the midst of chaos. You will know it is me. You'll feel the release of the weight you've carried for so long. That restlessness that followed you for years will vanish. I am visiting you in a new, deep, intimate way. Where I am, there is no fear. There is no confusion. There is no insecurity. Only love. My love for you is eternal, unconditional, unchanging. It does not depend on your performance or your merit. I love you because you are mine. Receive it. Do not reject this visitation. Let yourself be wrapped in this love. Open your heart. I am healing, restoring, renewing. And it all starts now, within you, my child. Comment, even in silence, God hears my soul. I see clearly all that has been weighing on your soul, every tear you never let fall, every silent battle you fought alone. I know the wars you faced inside while outwardly trying to smile and stay strong. Even when everything in you cried for relief, you kept going, even without strength. You carried the world on your shoulders, tried to be a support to others while broken inside. And in each moment, in every lonely night, I was there. Sometimes silent, yes, but never absent. While you thought you were fighting alone, I was holding your soul together so it wouldn't collapse. Every tired step you took, every difficult decision, every choice you made in faith, I celebrated them in heaven. And today, with deep love, I say, I am proud of you. I am proud of how you faced the darkest days. I saw you keep trusting even when everything around you seemed uncertain. I saw you choose hope when everything screamed despair. My child, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. When you felt small before your circumstances, I was the hand that lifted you silently. You didn't give up, and that has immeasurable value before me. That decision to keep going, even without understanding, was an act of spiritual courage. Your whispered prayers in the night reached my throne like songs of faith. The tears that no one saw, I collected them one by one. Nothing went unnoticed by my eyes. I was there when you were silent, and I understood every silence of yours. You are not invisible to me. You have never been forgotten. Comment, even in silence, God hears my soul. Today, I come to you with an invitation, rest in me. You've already carried too much pain, too much sorrow, anguish that crushed you inside. I saw how you lost sleep thinking about your family, your finances, your health, your future. Now, my child, give it all to me. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. Casting all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. I am strong enough to carry what you no longer can. Give me every worry, every wound, every hidden burden. I promise to exchange it for peace, hope, and comfort. I am preparing answers where you only saw silence. I am opening paths where you only saw walls. Your pain was not in vain. It's being transformed into strength, and that strength will be the foundation for everything I am about to do in your life. Comment, I give God what weighs me down, and I receive His peace. You ask why it took so long, but there was a purpose. Before today, you were not yet ready. There were lessons to be learned, maturity to grow, faith to be deepened. Now, your heart is prepared. Your spirit has matured. The difficulties were not punishments. They were bridges to bring you closer to me. I was training you for something far greater. And now, the time of promise has arrived. What you waited for, dreamed of, prayed for, it is about to blossom before your eyes. I am sending people who will support you, who will love you sincerely. I am healing deep wounds, restoring relationships that seemed beyond repair. I am opening doors that no one will be able to shut. The season of lack is ending. The season of loneliness is being replaced by true companionship. The season of doubt is giving way to revelation. Prepare yourself, my child, the new from God is coming in power. Comment, God prepared me in the silence to live the extraordinary. But in the midst of all these blessings, do not turn away from me. Stay faithful, stay humble. Everything I am doing for you comes from my love, not from human merit. Remember that the enemy tried to steal your joy with lies, saying you were not good enough, that you were forgotten. But none of that was true. You are mine. You are chosen, set apart, deeply loved. Do not look back with shame or regret. Even your falls were part of the journey that brought you here. Free yourself from the weight of guilt, sorrow, and sadness. Forgive those who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because forgiveness is the key to your freedom. It's not about them, it's about you and what I want to do within you. Forgiveness will break invisible chains and open the windows of heaven over your life. There are blessings waiting for that step. I want your soul light, your mind at peace, and your heart clean for what is coming. Comment, forgiveness sets me free to live everything God has prepared. And now, with tenderness, I say, your time has come. You are ready. Everything you've lived through up until now was just preparation. The next chapters are already written, and they are beautiful. Walk with confidence, knowing that I go before you. Do not fear tomorrow, I am already there. Do not fear uncertainty, I am your safe harbor. When you lack direction, I will be the compass. When you lack strength, I will be your support. No matter what the future holds, you will not be alone. I am with you, today, tomorrow, and forever. Take my hand now. Let's begin this new chapter together, filled with hope, joy, and infinite possibilities. Everything you've lived so far has only made you stronger to receive what is coming. Trust, rest, believe. The best is yet to come, and it is more beautiful than you ever imagined. Comment, my time has come, and God goes before me. Nothing is by chance, not even this pause in your routine, this deep breath you took before reading. I heard your cries, saw your tears, and understood each time your heart silently asked, God, when will it be my turn? You felt stuck while everyone around you seems to move forward, conquer, and flourish. But today I tell you, you are not forgotten. Not for 1 second did I turn away from you. I have been caring for you, preparing you, and now I am calling you into the new. But to advance, you must let go of the old. Some people, thoughts, habits, You already know which ones. I whispered before, and now I speak clearly. Let them go. What once served your growth has now become a burden. You no longer need to carry what I have already asked you to release. Letting go may seem scary, but I am not removing to leave you empty. I am making space for what is eternal, pure, and full of purpose. Have you ever felt that restlessness in your chest? That feeling that something needs to change, but you didn't know exactly what? That was me, gently touching your spirit. I was there when you kept knocking on doors that were already closed, and I saw your pain as you wondered if you had done something wrong. But understand, I don't close doors to punish, but to protect. Some roads looked promising, but they did not lead to the abundant life I have prepared for you. And now, I am placing new doors before you, paths that lead to freedom, healing, joy, and purpose. All I ask is that you trust. You don't need to understand everything, just take the step of faith. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation chapter 21 verse 5. Walk with courage, even if your legs tremble. When you surrender what you've been trying to control, you'll discover I've always had a greater plan. Now is the time. Time to rise, to believe again, to love without fear and speak with hope about yourself. Time to let go of doubt and embrace what I see in you. You've waited long enough, questioned too much, fought alone for too long. Let me take over now. Allow me to lead. I know there are voices around you trying to diminish who you are, but listen, my voice must be louder than all of them. I call you beloved, chosen, strong, light in the midst of darkness. What you carry now is not failure, it is purpose. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. You are not a mistake, not a disappointment. In every wound, I see courage. In every tear, I see faith. Every time you kept going even while hurting, I saw strength. Comment, I am chosen by God. My identity is in His promises. Rise up, not in your strength, but in mine. Rise from the pain, from guilt, from fear, because you are not what your past says, you are what I declare. And I declare that you are strong, because my strength lives in you. I say you are ready, because it was I who prepared your heart. When you wake up confused, I will be there. When you feel weak, I will be your support. When you don't know what to say or do, I will whisper to your spirit. You have never been alone, and you never will be. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty, sorrow into dancing, tears into glory. There is no moment of pain that I have not witnessed. Every silent tear, I have collected. Every wound you couldn't explain, I have felt. And still, not for a single moment have I stopped loving you. I know about the nights you cried in silence, about the days when everything felt too heavy. But I also know about your courage, your effort to keep going even when your heart was tired. I saw every small victory, even the ones no one noticed. I celebrated with you in silence, held your hand in the battles, lifted you up when you thought you couldn't go any further. You are not lost. You are being shaped. You are under construction. Don't compare yourself to others. Your path is unique. Your purpose is great. And I am with you every step of the way. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 23 verse 4. You were never alone. Comment, even in the valley, God is with me. And now, my child, I say to you with all the tenderness of my heart, the worst is over. You are entering a new season. The wounds will begin to heal, peace will return to your heart, and hope will bloom again. Not because everything around you suddenly changed, but because I am restoring everything within you. This healing begins inside. I am removing fear and planting faith. I am taking away shame and clothing you in grace. You no longer have to carry that burden. Allow yourself to rest in me. Your journey still holds many beautiful chapters, full of grace, miracles, and true joy. What once was pain will become testimony. What once broke you will become the bridge that leads you to a new level. Do not give up now. You are closer than you think. And remember, I am still writing your story with love, care, and faithfulness. Everything you went through will not be wasted, it will be transformed. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.